three players of armor. Obviously, Guardian, he'll be wanting to get the AWP, so he keeps his money a little bit stronger. He's on 3,100 right now. This should be the full eco of this stage. Nothing really to report in terms of what they can do with this. Edward the Deagle, maybe he can find a cheeky shot towards those new steps area. We'll kind of get into that when we see that come into play, but it's going to be round number 3, and they can hold on to the SMGs here. If they have a nice clean round, and they actually keep the MP7s alive, there's a great chance of that bonus round. That means traditionally on the 3rd round we see a full array of rifles, but if you have a clean round here, the MP7s are viable and can actually boost the terrorist economy tremendously. So you can go for a nice fast rush towards drop down and make those MP7s be effective at least.
We haven't seen actually very many of those rounds this tournament. Okay. We normally talk about them, but Flamey catching Nitro with a very, very fast play at window. It's going to give them the start they need on Navi's side. And one of the SMGs already gone, so that Jaden round that you talked about, not really a possibility.
I don't remember saying that, actually.
I think you did.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then it's going to be 5-4. Nice play from Flamey. That's a position that a lot of CTCs will hold in the defensive stance, and it's Nitro trying to hunt for information there. It was a bit of an audacious play, but it's not a huge deal like I normally described on train. When you drop an SMG against armored opponents, it's not super effective, especially at range. It'll take something pretty special for Guardian to actually find some kills with this, but he's nice and close towards the broken wall. And it looks like a B attack potentially here, as Simple is in position, but his teammates are rotating back towards middle, so they might go for an A split.
Seized Zeus Guardian all close to those smokes on B, trying to get those pistols up in the face of Team Liquid as well as that SMG Guardian has, but with the bomb going back over, it's just Edward right now that's on the A site. However, fast rotation coming in because of the timing.
They've actually wasted a lot of time here, Liquid. They've got 30 seconds. They're still not towards the end of long A. They have to go all in. They have got to smoke the connector, but CTs are ready for them.
Edward threatening with that Deagle. He had a feeling he would just connect on one of those. Simple's going to come in late with the AK. Elige has to hold off the balcony. Does the job. JDM and Simple first, but there's the response to the bomb down. 17 seconds. Yes, there's time, but they've got to execute this correctly, and they do. Elige and Simple will close it, but a lot of guns lost. 2 AKs saved.
Yeah, a bit closer for comfort there towards the end. There was that stack towards the A site, and Navi read it perfectly. They rotated in. They had enough to actually get a few kills. Came down to 2 players surviving for Liquid, but they've got a ton of money right now. You can see even after the rebuy, Lee still has just under 5k. Simple over. And it's going to be the all coming up for JDM. This is where the battles really begin. Guardian, like I said, tremendous on the CD half. So good at getting them openings. That's pretty much what they have to rely on. Their drop-down play is pretty poor. We saw them struggle, and we'll see what they can actually do. I think it was against NIP, though. They really were allowing Getway to get in every single time and completely wrecked them, but they did bounce back on the T side, that's for sure.
Thrown Molly as it does bouncing, then extinguished in the flames.
That's Guardian gone.
But it doesn't matter because, yeah, exactly. Simple just walks out, takes that AWP. So they tried to cover off the stairwell with that Molotov. He gets the kill instead, but it's traded back. Thankfully, so they haven't gone to recover that AWP. Flamey's not pushing toward it. There's still smoke out along. He's not comfortable doing so, but look at the positioning right now of Navi. 2 players on the mid-ramp. And in behind them, Liquid's going to enter the site. They just have to confront Edward. Good kill by Elige, but do they consider this? Yes, they do. Elige turns around and gets 3 in the round. Very good read by him. And now it's just Flamey 1 versus 4.
Yeah, Lee's doing some serious work here in this best of 3. It was quiet in a couple of the halves, but the ones he's performed in, he's been an absolute monster. It's going to be 4 players surviving for Liquid. It all came off that play from Simple by himself. That's the NA playstyle. Try and work a pick towards B, and then you can open up the map from there. It was Simple. It took down Guardian. He had the AWP as well. A huge scout to take down, and they managed to pick it pretty clear from that point as well. Liquid getting that first kill, and they make the call straight away. Let's get back towards A while they're rotating over, while they're questioning themselves, and they don't really have the manpower to hold us off towards that site. Elige comes out, 3 headshots, of course, and now it's 4-0. And this is where things become tricky for Navi. They definitely can't force by this. They can't allow the economy to spiral out of control. They have to allow it to go to 5-0 at this point. Zeus does get a 5-7 and body armor, but that's the only real investment here. A couple of HG grenades as well. You need about 3 or 4 maybe to make that effective if it is a B rush. But it's a stack towards B, just Zeus at long A by himself.
He's going to get it. And he read on Elige. Oh, Elige does get him. He looked to the left at the arch first. He nearly walked out of the open, but good read again. Takes down Zeus. Now they can start to take over the map control with Elige. This forces Guardian and sees back his direction. And they can slow things down on a default at long B, excuse me. Nice shot, though, by Simple. That would have been huge as well, just to get into the site more comfortably, but Nitro's going to close it.
We've got that double orb set up on the T side as well. JDM and Simple, such a scary prospect going forward. This round looks pretty clean cut now. It's going to be one player remaining, that's Flamey, and he's actually towards the back of the B side. And the bomb's going towards A, but so far so good for Liquid, just keeping nice clean rounds going forward, not giving any guns away, allowing their money to build up going forward. It means the campaign will be very successful and they can keep their pressure firmly applied. Will be maximum loss bonus for Navi next round. That means after losing 5 rounds in a row, you get $3,400, and that goes up in increments of $1,400. But we'll see what they can do.
You say building money as well. Elige is 11 for 0 and had $11,000 at the start of this round.
11,000 round number 6. That's pretty nutty. And it's going to be 5-0, and they actually thrown one of the orbs away here, and I think that's probably the right call. It's very difficult to actually do anything with the bomb sites and hold them off if you're getting smoked out, and retakes coming in thick and fast from the CTs. It's one orb's more than enough. It's going to be Guardian back on the AWP. I don't think he's had much impact yet. In fact, he's had 0. He's got 0 for 5. So it's round number 6, time for him to step up. We'll see what his move is this time. But it's Elige stepping into drop down, looking for his first kill once again. C does find him.
Good start from Navi this time with guns out. He goes down the 19 seeds, and he is committed into that drop position to watch behind the smoke. He's got to stay there because Flamey's let off on this. Instead, though, it is going to be back over toward the A site where Liquid approach. Zeus, not boosted, but trying to play close. To the smoke, to the arch. JDM trying to see above that smoke. They catch him going back in the site. Nearly does with the boost, but doesn't land the shot. That'll allow Zeus to get away and Guardian to come over to try and support him with his AWP.
Well, it was Elige that started around. Like I said, the drop-down room is known to be weak for Navi, so he had a decent spawn, tries to go there straight away, but he does step up this time. He finds the kill, goes down to 19 HP, but that does funnel Liquid all the way to the A side. 4 players committed now to long A. They've got danger control as well. Hiko's going to be waiting there. So smokes available. 4 of them, in fact. So they're going to go for a full execution at this point. Smoke towards the balcony, smoke towards the connector and flash out and try and get JDM in a position where he can find that first pick. But the CTs, they're ready for this. You can see they've got 2 players on the other side. 1 in middle and 1 towards APC.
Guardian changing his angle again with this AWP. He's going to let Zeus do the entrance, try and shut them down. They both peek. They almost line it up, in fact, but Simple does prevail. Good shot. JDM, he hits C's, but Guardian getting that one back on Nitro. Slows Liquid again. 14 seconds bomb at the stables. JDM getting closer, but Guardian still with the AWP. Good shot. Simple just has to watch the rotation. 7 seconds. He gets another shot. This could open up the ball play. 4 seconds. No, JDM's not there. He's not there in time. Edward, he doesn't know it, but he doesn't need to peek. They got the round. Navi steals it away. And he does take down Simple post round for the money loss, but nearly gets the second as well. What a round for win.
And that was scary. The remaining CT player as well, he assumed that bomb was being planted. He actually made his way out towards connector. He didn't know he could just stay alive at that point. He gets away with it, dancing around that APC. But you're absolutely right, a really tense round there. It's not such a huge deal. The player died after the round time expanding, because like I said, they had so much money available. It's the CTs that are still feeling the burn here. They've only won the single round so far, and it came down to 1 player remaining. You can see that reflected right now. A UMP, 2 Famises, little utility. This is a great chance for Liquid to force a double eco here if they were to win this round. It's fast. They're pushing into upper B here, and Edward spraying through the smoke, finds the headshot as well. Nitro drops. 5 and 4, it's exactly what they needed to actually have some sort of footing into this round. They're struggling with the money right now.
Struggling dearly. As Edwards going to flash back in as well, try and find another opening, but he doesn't consider that slight gap in the smoke, and the advantage is lost. They give it away. They go aggressive, and Simple and JDM make them pay for it. It's Seized now that has to get up close. Flash through on him will fully blind him, but he's still going to hold this. They don't try and capitalize on it. He's got 1 back with a UMP, another chance, but Simple gets it. It's going to give them the entrance. Watch the rotation coming around. Zeus was 1, but it's Guardian that could have had the potential to try and flank them on the entry. Not going to happen.
That's absolutely massive there. What a round for Liquid to win. That's a full reset. That means potentially a double eco now for Navi going forward. They can't have anything into this one. They have about 1,500 cash overall, and it's Navi in a disarray now. You can see the look on C's face, head in his hands. He knows how much that meant. He had the opportunity, that UMP, to get more than 1. This shot opened things up. We thought Edward had done enough. But JDM, he's been great. That's actually collateral, I think. On the Flamey, he knocked him through the back and got the assist there, so that's kind of sick. But 6-1 now. Can a terrorist timeout? They need to slow the pace of Liquid. They're reading this so well. They know the money was going to be low from that close round, going towards B and just completely shutting Navi down. They will take a pause at this point, and it's normally just to kind of discuss how you're going forward, but I think they need to just reassure themselves they can get back into this. They know the CT half is going to be weak. Discuss what the problems are so far. Why are Liquid getting so many picks? It seems like Simple, he's been super efficient in this half as well. 10 kills for him. It was Elise in the early sectors that really opened things up for them, but Simple's been cracking these bomb sites open left, right, and center.
And in the major final in Columbus, when Navi lost the first game, they lost the mental game as well. This is another tournament, this elusive major title that they feel like they have to do so well in, and the pressure is mounting right now in this third map of the quarterfinal.
Yeah, you can see on the camera right now, it looks like they're very calm in the Liquid camp, and they've got good reason to be as well. They've played a great game so far. What a fantastic position to be in, Matt. You said they had to post good numbers on the T-half here, as we know how fast and Navi are going to come back at them. If they can get double figures, that'll be absolutely amazing, and they're making a pretty convincing case of that so far. It's a potentially a double eco, so you get $1,400 this round. The next round, they get $1,900. So they could get a buy, be FAMASes and shotguns, and like Blue pointed out, it's a very effective weapon on this map. It's certainly not ideal. Can't get the AWP next, and it's going to be Guardian. He actually purchases a PT50 as well, so I think a double eco is in store.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
Based on that buy of the pistols, yeah. That's the only way out at this point. Edward.
$700 for that deagle.
Yep. Of course, we say double eco unless they win it. God knows.
Well,
CSGO,
yes,
it can happen.
We're saying, like, what's the most likely outcome of this round? That's what we're basing it on right now. And you can see Elite, he wants to get the Mac 10 out. Very good at mowing down unarmored opponents as well. So he'll be going in first. We saw Nitro try to do that by himself in the previous round. It gets shut down, but you can gain information and potentially spray a couple down, farm some money. That's why I said it. Like we said again, it's going to be $600 per kill for that weapon. So a great opportunity here for Liquid. They don't want to throw this round away. They know how much it means. It could mean 2. As we go into round number 8.
Simple, Hiko, Nitro, all in the B tunnels. Bomb on their side. Zeus getting aggressive out toward A main. Very long, rather. With JDM staring it down, and Elige there as well, just waiting for a push at the bottom of middle. He's held up at the corner, Zeus, so doesn't want to overextend too early, but he's trying to be in a position where he can get a read early on as well in terms of when they rotate back.
Hard default coming in from Liquid, not giving anything away. They want to utilize that time and make sure that if people are dying, they're getting traded. Zeus now thinking about facing long edge. It's a very difficult angle, especially with that pistol. He wants to, you can see him thinking about it, but now it's just Liquid holding tight and seeing if they can gain some control towards middle, which they will get at the moment. I think that's actually a lead. Like I said, he's the reconnaissance player. He's hunting out for information right now. Hasn't got anyone with him, but that's absolutely fine. As they do smoke off towards connector, it will be an A-side attack. Potentially, the bomb is still in the B halls.
Yeah,
so maybe
Nitro, Elise is going to rotate back through. Exactly, cut them off, and Nitro's going back over that direction. They know now there's 2 in connector. That means a rotation onto the A site was likely in order. It's slowly, speeding up, I should say, coming back toward B. But that Stampede slowed down as Simple gets 1 kill. They picked up a Mac 10 on Edward, which again, double eco situation. That alone is significant to try and get something in the next round.
Like I said, that kill going away, Elite dropping, that's insignificant. Actually works in their favor. You saw once he got caught in the connector area, they assumed it was an A-side of the attack. They started rotating back towards A. That opens up the B bomb site. And once the bomb's down and the rifles are set up as well, that's an impossible retake. So they're going to have to save the Mac 10. Believe it or not, that's actually be quite beneficial. They can do something next round. So it's probably the least tantalizing weapon to save, but it's something, right?
Exactly. At this point, if they just throw in the towel, they just run in and try and make something happen with these pistols. You get nothing for it, and you're in this worse situation next round. So you can see as well the other 2 pistol players posted for exits. Any gun they could have gotten would have been pretty significant. So 6-1 though for Liquid.
7-1, Matthew.
7-1. I hate when it does an update like that on the top of the scoreboard. You are dead right. But Elige and Simple, that's pretty impressive stuff so far.
Oh, mate, they've been absolutely astonishing. JDM as well, he's got 7 kills, but they've been very influential ones as well, especially when they're a man down. He's finding the picks in return, and it's going to be round number 9. We'll see what kind of buy does come in. Like I said, Navi, it would be the double eco situation, so they're not forcing into this. It will be that saved Mac 10 and some upgraded pistols as well. They will be the buy next round, but Liquid actually winning the half nice and early here. And it'll be more the same at this point. Don't need to overcommit, just hold back. But Nitro, famed for this upper platform position. Great at working those headshots, especially today. He's in fantastic form. So I'll be holding it back for now and seeing if you can hear any footsteps. It's a pretty standard setup from the CTs. Not a real stack going on. 3 towards B, 2 in danger.
Flash to Flamey on stairwell. Edward looked his direction to help give him some guidance on the way through. He may not need that. The MAC-10 gets one onto Nitro. They have to back away slightly. Look how close they are with Guardian there as well. Simple. He can't afford to make one misstep too far forward. Meanwhile, Elige, though, back over toward the A site with Bomb on JDM. They've come by danger. They haven't checked it. Simple does find 2, but he goes down to Edward. That's all over at B. Watch A. Bomb's going in, but again, Zeus was not checked inside that danger position, so he's already at the top of the ramp. Good thing Elige, though, has this covered off, that exact cross position from long A, so even if he jumps up, he'll spot him, but he goes low. 15, and an AK picked up on Edward. Definitely a chance in this as they try to get that shot, JDM, and he goes down to 60 on the first peak. He's forced to stay in behind the hut. Elige trying to shuffle back closer so he can watch balcony as well, but it puts him in behind the stables, which is vulnerable, and Edward's going to try and flank him out. They're going to pinch. They're going to work together on this. Zeus starting to rotate back closer to the site. Elige not sure which way to look, and Edward's coming. He's going around that corner. Zeus takes one shot to pull his aggro on his attention, and there it is. It's all on JDM. AWP in the site. They try to go for the jump, but don't land it, but Zeus just nails the headshot. They pull it back, Navi.
You can see JDM just trying to run the clock down as much as he possibly could there. It's going to be a tight defense.
Nope, they don't have it. They don't have it. No kid, he's off it. He's gone away. It would have been about a 2-second margin, I believe, and Liquid, a sigh of relief. I don't even think they thought they had it.
They did just enough. I thought the defuse were coming in. I thought it was just about enough time there, but apparently not. It's going to be a pause coming in for now, but that was pretty muddy. It was Elige, like you said. He had nowhere to look. He was just kind of dancing around, hoping he could put his crosshair in the right position. He gets taken down, and JDM just isolated at the bomb, so they had to hit that first shot. That would guarantee the round, but he did just enough to deny the defuse coming in. That's a big round for them to win, and it's an adjustment from Navi going forward. We have got a pause right now, but the buys have come in on our screens. It's a double AWP setup for Navi. And Matt, we've talked about it's all tournament. Like, in my opinion, this is one of the few maps where the double AWP setup isn't as viable as others. It limits you if full executions come in. As soon as the terrorists realize that you have this double AWP potential, they can actually just kind of shut you down completely with the wall of smokes towards B. And as your AWP hits absolutely everything who's defending, it locks the other one out. The retake's very difficult indeed. So we'll see how this works out for Navi. I assume this is technical at this stage.
No silence on the Liquid side. Again, if it is technical, they are not allowed to talk, so that might indicate that. But either way, double up setup, desperation sets in. Good news about getting all 5 of those players down, in that last round. Sure, that's a heartbreaking way to lose it, and every round counts for Navi on the CT side. We've already mentioned that. But they do start to chisel away at the economy of Liquid, so...
Oh, you can see
still pretty large, though, for Simple and JDM.
Elige's on the screen right now, Matt. He's looking at the tactic book. Maybe they've called a set piece right now. They're going to throw something in. He was ruffling through and seeing what the tactic was exactly, so I'm expecting something a little bit more execution-based there. And that could be the perfect time to do it. As I described before, these double AWP setups are vulnerable to these heavy execution with the smoke grenades and Molotovs. And if they have called it now, that's a godlike move. As Navi trying to change things up now. Haven't really got rolling until Guardian. 1 kill after 9 rounds. That's
shocking.
After we built him up so much, saying this was his map on the CT side, hasn't got rolling whatsoever. He's been shut down by AKs mostly.
He's got his AWP back up in this round. We'll see if that can be the difference. Still on the timeout right now, and it is technical there. You can see it. Admin's leaning over Edward's shoulder to try and sort things out. So we'll see if they can get that back. Beautiful stage, I have to say. I really do like this stage setup. Apparently Shara quite likes it as well.
That was pretty good. It's the kind of thing you would do.
Yeah, that's definitely something I would do.
That's why they don't let you on the stage.
Yep. I am a liability, but there it is. You can see it in its full splendor. Well done to ESL, hats off, and I have to say the graphics as well. When we fly through the screen, we see those overlays. Yeah, that's really, really, really cool.
Yeah, that's like, I blew my mind when I saw that this morning. I thought that's like some of the best production I've seen. Amazing. Well, then getting back to this game, it looks like the pause is coming in a little bit longer, but we'll have a look at Liquid's money as well. Oh, man, it's not looking good for Navi. Even if they win 1 round, it has to be pretty clean going forward. This is a full investment from them. That double AWP setup, it's a change of pace for sure, but this is getting pretty dire, and the pause does come to a finish. And like I said, Simple 12k, JDM 10k, Nitro 8. So they're in a great position right now. JDM has got the AWP once again. And I feel like Navi, they need to go for that first pick this time. Seized, he likes to go for the aggressive picks as well. Maybe he can go towards long A and have a look around and see what's going on.
The interesting thing is I looked at that because oftentimes you can tell what the intentions are. He's got the perfect spawn for long A, but he's firmly fixed on B right now.
Okay, so he'll be going towards B. That means what? Guardian will be swapping things up. Maybe he's having a rough time towards that upper B area. He's actually going down towards the mid ramp. That's an opportunity now to go for that aggressive pick if we can jump on him. He gets flashed off, and now that kind of means he has to fall back.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
That is ridiculous. He go through the door. You said Guardian's been got shut down by AK. Now he's getting shut down by bad luck as well. What? So smart. Guardian wants to. They're all there.
They're in already, and then Nitro gets his second kill. Round over. Zeus had to go huge here. He's coming from long A. He's got a good position. They're not anticipating this.
Well, he is going to trigger discipline. It tries to shoot toward Elise. No call made. JDM doesn't respond in time. He's out of ammunition to take down Hiko, who does trade it back. Makes it just a one-man advantage, though, as Flamey pulls in Nitro. They've got a kid on him. They could try to still make this work, but they have to retake with one AWP as well. And Simple's position at Stables, it's fragile, but he doesn't need to be the one to take the aggro and take the peek. He just has to get the information, and Hiko on an AWP of all weapons. He's got both, and it's done. It's Liquid again, and it all starts with a crazy wallbang through the door.
What was that wallbang? I can't remember if Guardian had head armor. Hopefully we can work it out, but it looked like he was completely melted as soon as the first player hit him. So if he didn't have head armor, he gets punished. Normally, it's not a big deal against terrorists, because obviously the AK is a one-shot gun anyway, but that was when it actually affects you. Let's have a look at it. Oh my goodness, it's such long range as well. I bet he can't believe that's just happened. And Zeus did what he could here, but that's an amazing round from Liquid. After the pause, it's going to be Navi on another eco here. 9-1. They could seriously do this, and you're right. Hiko picking up the AWP, and you saw how they were limited there. C's trying to rotate back in with that AWP. He's forced to go to the silence USP as he goes for that vital kill, and it gives Hiko an easy shot, and that's the round over. But it's going to be flaming out on the upper platform, dancing around the flames, in fact, so... But they are struggling. We said Liquid, if they got to double figures, that'd be amazing. They're looking to do that and more right now.
This is, I mean, it's always been a spot of concern. This Navi CT side, again, they can easily get momentum rolling on this T side, but they gotta give themselves a chance. See, he's gonna try to do that. Takes down Hiko to bring this back to 4-on-4, but a flash in forces Edward not to peek, but Guardian getting a kill. He's gonna leave Simple exposed. He's on 3 HP. Good refrag and re-peek out on the C's, though, as that 3 HP is enough, and maybe more than enough as he goes back in, but runs out of ammo. JDM will trade it, and they'll close Zeus as well. 10-1 for Liquid over Navi.
Yeah, they are loving this right now. Maximum loss bonus once again for Navi after they got 1 round in the 6th. And that was in the full reset coming. It's that double orb set up again for the CTs. They're just hoping this is going to work out for them. Guardian 2 for 10. After 12 rounds, his impact has been pretty much non-existent. No, the rounds they've won, he actually didn't do anything in as well. So round number 12 comes in. JDM back from New York, and these guys are looking so strong right now. Everything going in their favor.
JDM looking toward that stairwell position for anyone to get there quickly on Navi's side, but no one looking to do so just yet. B-side default for Liquid. We haven't seen as much of a straight-up B default from them as of late because they've been finding picks on A. As Flamey sees those bullets come through, he's just going to wait, see if Nitro dare show his face. Hiko as well. Utility over. Nearly a chance to get the shot in. They'll know Flamey's pushed back by that. They heard it hit his body. And down they go. Hiko off the pallet. They won't hear this drop, but they've doubled up this position. This is smart. Edward has a chance for the refrag, and 2. Nitro, he's got a nade pulled out. Edward gets both, and now it's seized. The second AWP. Again, Guardian not the one wielding it this time on B. It's seized instead, and he's got 2 kills. It's all to JDM, and Guardian is going to finally close out around 10-2.
Finally a convincing round here. It's the drop-down room that saves them as well. The first player goes down, but you saw the bait coming in that tight corner. They didn't anticipate the second player to be there. He capitalizes and gives them an opportunity to actually get into this round. Guardian finishing it off as well. Something to work with here. They keep 3 players alive as well, but still, they are very fragile in terms of being reset. The full investment with the grenades and the defuse kit means they left at about $1,000 per player as well. It's Guardian finds another kill. He's on 3 now, but round number 13, Liquid aren't going to take their foot off the pedal just yet. And looks like they'll be heading towards B once again. Another fast play. Nitro leading the charge.
Seized Quick utility thrown in toward that long B corridor, but they still want to go. It's Nitro to start it. He's got that explosive potential. Elise not far behind him. He go in as well. Missed shot so far from Seized, and Hiko's got a double. He's going to go down as well. Seized on the side. It's Simple, and another reset potentially coming in as bomb is going to be planted. And look at the amount of post-plant utility to cover off any chance of a rotation, of which there will be none.
Just a simple B-take there. A couple of smokes, flashes go over, and they crack open the bombs at it. Hiko to find the first 2 kills. Simple following up as well. They're looking very impressive, and Navi, like you said, full reset. They have to save these weapons. Guardian needs that AWP, and the terrorists can justify hunting at this point. They've got so much money. They know what these kills mean. Going to be looking in every single nook and cranny right now to see if they can find them. The CTs will be towards long. Guardian and Zeus holding up, just praying that no one comes looking there, but you can see them edging in. It's going to be Elise and Simple first, and we also have Nitro covering in the other side. They're going to find them. Can the CTs hold on?
Smoke out Guardian. Zeus gets Simple to stay alive. Guardian's going to get flashed through the smoke. Nitro did get Zeus, but Guardian stays alive. They can't find him despite that no-scope attempt to try and catch anyone by chance.
Well. 3 seconds, and once again, $1,400, Matt. What a quick, fast round it was. This is the replay from Hiko. Such crisp shots. He is definitely turning up in the final map. I think all of Liquid are. The buy comes in, it's a force from Navi. They can't really afford to lose these last 2 rounds, man. They need to make this AWP do something. It's a max 7, Famous, MP9, M4 in the hands of Zeus. And maybe we have a fast B play here. They just want to keep going in, and they're nailing all their shots right now, so why not? They know the CTs are limited for utility, so they'll have more freedom to actually work this area. And here we go, Nitro goes first.
Goes first, and a flash on Guardian means he's got time to set up that shot convincingly. Hiko flaming down Edward. One back into him, but the low HP, and Nitro can just continue rolling through the sights. He's not going to stop for anything. It's certainly not Zeus, who's now left in a 1 versus 4. Simple stop by him, though. But 19 HP. Bomb planted. Utility's still up for Zeus. Money as it is, already bailing out again. They're setting up for round 15 to try and get a 3rd round. That is it for Navi so far in this half.
Yeah, they've just been absolutely ripped apart here. Elise gets the final kill as well. It's another simple B play. Nitro's loving this right now. He's getting thrown into these bomb signs and finding kills everywhere. The teamwork and the chemistry is coming together perfectly.
That's one of the big things to mention as well. We talk about Simple coming back into this roster. It might be the last time we see him in a Liquid jersey, but I have to say this time around, I commend him. He's playing the role as intended, and he's doing an excellent job.
They're moments away from making the semi-finals again, Matt. Who would have thought? Simple coming back in, and in a few rounds away now from knocking out one of the world's best teams. Navi struggling. It's number 15 here. They've got Desert Eagles, 5.7s, armor, no grenades. Surely round number 13 to be achieved by Liquid here.
All signs point to it, but Navi again, if you're a fan of them, don't give up hope just yet. They can be very, very convincing on their T sides of Cobblestone. But again, it's a matter of giving themselves a chance at this point. Anything at all, a 3rd round in any way, shape, or form with these pistols. It has to be what they play for. Do something to try and find the opening pick, but Liquid slowly using this time to take out all the angles, to cover them off, to push them back. It's 3 players on the CT side inside the A site, Zeus, Edward, and Flamey. And Zeus in the corner, wrapping around from long, is going to try and take advantage of his positioning to catch them. Potentially get 1 quick headshot, follow up. A chance for more, a little bit of luck if he can bait in Flamey, and they can pick up a 2nd with that crossfire setup. Right now, Seized has been boosted on that drop. Here we go, Nitro's there, and it's perfect. Exactly that, baited in. Zeus gets the shot into him. They're going to come up top ramp. Edward's got 2 more. They might just get this 3rd round, Navi, as Hiko starts to go on to B. He has the bomb, and in they go. Flash out, but they haven't checked it behind the statue. And a nice reaction, though. He does get Guardian, but Edward leaves it as just Simple. He'll commit to the plant. No, baits it out smartly so. Gets Edward, and he knows that they're trying to wrap back around onto him. Smoke to allow him the freedom of movement, and also the chance to peek. Spots the gun barrel of Zeus. He's going to try and catch him out, lurk up closely. He sees him coming. Nice shot by Simple. There's 2, 1 to go. Seized. Turn. They don't know they're there. It's going to be Simple. He does it. He pulls it back. He keeps it with 13 rounds for Liquid, and I'm sorry, Navi. Your chances, they're gone again. It's going to have to be a hell of a 2nd half from you.
That's why Simple is one of the world's best players there. He knew exactly what he had to do. It's a massive round. It completely shuts down Navi as well. You can see the look on their faces. That meant everything. A 3-on-1, and they can't even close that out. Liquid completely scores them. What great play there. Sensational stuff. He finishes the half on 20 frags. 13-2 in the final and deciding map to get Liquid to the semi-final. I don't think there's anything left. Navi need to win this pistol. You said that T-side was good, but is it this good?
It's going to have to be. Or it'll be another major where they bow out, and this time it won't be in a final as the last two have seen. Impressive stuff. We'll take a short break, let them compose themselves, and we will jump back in to see if they have anything left. Well, welcome back, everybody, to ESL 1 Cologne 2016, our third quarterfinal, and this team, Navi, have got to dig deeper than ever before because Liquid might be going to yet another semifinal in what is only their second playoff appearance in a major. Back-to-back, as simple, clutching it out at the end, brilliant. Hiko stepping up as needed. Elige had his moments, and Nitro has been explosive. It's been great for the entirety of Team Liquid, but Navi, man, oh man, flat half.
Everyone's been fantastic for Liquid in that first half, but the thing is, Thorin put it out on the desk. It's Flamey that normally has the X factor to win them big games like this. Him and Guardian, they've been non-existent throughout the entire of Cobble. Guardian with 3 frags. This is supposed to be his headline map. He's supposed to be the one getting them those 5 rounds. They've got 2. Like I said before, this pistol has to come in for them. If they lose that, that's pretty much the GG moment right there. So we'll see what they can do. So much pressure applied to the Navi side. 4 sets of armor, 1 smoke and a flashbang. That's the play, but it's Simple going aggressive towards middle. And we're well underway, and Simple's pushed all the way towards the top mid here. This is kind of nuts. He can give the call to his teammates. It's actually going to be joined by 4 of his teammates as well, so they can rotate and go for the backstab. This is unorthodox, but it could just work.
This is so clever. They're all wrapped around Elige. He's going to let them go in the site. He's alone to hold them, but they're so hot on the heels. JDM even goes all the way through T-Spawn just to make sure that they're there. And it's going to be Simple and Nitro to start it off. We said they needed the pistol, Navi. It could be the beginning of the end. Siege gets Simple back, but he's gone down to Hiko. What a round from Liquid. What a read. You said it last map, playing to win. Certainly are with a call like that.
They're so confident right now. 4 pushing down middle and getting behind them. Navi had no idea that was going on. It was a bold move, it was audacious, but it pays off. Nitro and Elige, Simple opening it all up. Everything working for Liquid now. 14-2. It has to be the force buy. But Liquid 1 round away from series point to get them to semi-final against one of the world's strongest teams who were expected to have, like, this is the tournament they're supposed to win. It's been such a long time coming. Tech 9s and PD50s, 1 smoke, and a rush towards middle. Let's see what they can do as Hiko pulls out the auto shotgun once again.
Smoke out in front of Nitro. He won't be able to enter back in to help Simple right now. They know he's behind the stables. He's blinded up, and they do get him behind him. They've got the sight, but can they get more with it? Nitro long range with that MP7 smart play to go for the USP. But Guardian trading onto him pulls it back to 3 aside, and they've got a FAMAS now out on Edward with the armor. They had to go all in with the money they had. Bomb down. How odd is it that this always seems to be the case? You see a pistol go in a map where it almost closes it, and then an eco. So possible. Guardian's position takes down Hiko. Oh, and thank you for the shotgun by Elige. Edward on JDM, they pull off an absolutely mandatory eco round.
Well, well, well. Apparently this game has got a few more twists and turns. Navi against all odds, the force buy in the second and the rush middle works out for them. Liquid, such a commanding lead right now. It's going to be simple, fully investing into this round. He will be going for that 5-7 armor. We can talk all day whether that's the correct decision that we normally do say when you have these huge leads. There's no real reason to invest fully into it. Just build up the economy the best you can. Yes, you're going to be double eco regardless, but you want to have that first gun to be as strong as physically possible. Round number 18 comes in, JDM. He's towards long, joined by Simple as well. He's the one who's invested the most, so if you can get a couple of kills, that'd be massive. There's Navi trying to hold on now. Can't afford to let anything else slip. We said that T-side is tremendous. And they just have to take this round by round now. There's no reason why they can't do it. Anything can happen. And it's going to be Simple to go down first. And that investment not really working out for him.
Zeus around the corner. Jump up to spot the player boosted. It's Nitro, but JDM back up trying to support him with what pistols they have. Navi not giving an inch away so far in this as Seas takes out Hiko. Nitro forced to jump away from that position. It's too late. He's been there long enough. He knows they're going to push onto him. JDM is able to pick up one, but... All right, Nitro starts it off. Flamey's got him back, though. It's still a 1 versus 3. I was going to say the round at this point should be over. However, we'll see if he can make this work with the FAMAS or if it's worth saving for the next round.
He's just trying to make it expensive for the T's as much as he possibly can, right? He's going toward that vent area and it's going to be hoping to catch Seized out. Does spot Flamey crossing over, gets the kill on him as well. So Nitro's making a convincing case.
Surprised.
Hello.
Okay, money. There it is. Take the cash when you can get it, Seized. Second night for him in the series. Nitro knew that vent was busted, but he couldn't figure out where it came from and had no idea he'd slipped into the balcony.
This will be the redundant round now. Liquid won't invest anything into this. Maybe a few PT50s, that'll be about it. It's the chance for Navi now to utilize his SMGs they've got, build some money and much needed money out. They have to make sure they can have strong buys every single round here. Set themselves up going forward, but saying that they can't really afford to lose any more rounds. So it was Nitro's PT50 play, taking out Edward. Some nice work there, but Navi are going to be pretty comfortable. They know it's a full eco at this point, but this is the 5 HEs I talked about. It's the airstrike, I call it, towards that B site. You wait for them to show their hand and commit to the side. You throw all the nades on top of it, and that allows those PT50s to be a little bit more powerful, and they can actually get some opportunity to win the round, but it's all plays off the fact that they have to go B. You can see all 5 players committed from Liquid to this side of the map. They're hoping it works out, and if it does, could be pretty exciting, but it looks like it's going to be a B split. You can see Terrorists have made it towards Connector as well. Once they don't need to push at this point. They've established there's nothing towards A. Hold this Connector position. Zeus, you're getting a little bit too aggressive for my liking, but he's making it work. Actually, maybe he's not, as he goes down to the hands of JDM.
Edward will pick up the pieces, though. JDM low, catching on the reload, though. So UMP grabbed.
Yeah.
Flamey's right above this, though. He could easily counter it.
There was no reason to push into the B side. You've won the round. Just hold it up, stop them rotating in, get a crossfire established there. He walks through by himself, gets taken down. They're going to win the round regardless, but like I said, need to make sure they're very careful in these situations. Don't give anything away. And Liquid now do salvage a UMP, and I think that's actually pretty viable. That the fact that Cobble's one of those strange maps where almost every SMG and shotgun will be used at some point, depending on the team we're watching. So a UMP, that helps buff them a little bit more. They can go to the next round with some more utility, and someone will be happy to use that. Possibly not JDM. He'll be looking to get the AWP. He'll be passing it on to maybe someone like a Liege.
So Navi on an eco have the chance to build the momentum that we know them for on this T side. Simple's trying to do some more economic damage, but they'll take down every weapon grabbed and saved by Team Liquid, who still sit on 14 rounds. It's a scary number for Liquid.
And it's going to be the buy round now. Liquid do have the AWP in hand, so does Guardian as well. But the thing is, on Guardian, on Cobble, like I said, the CT side is normally his strongest. Terrorist, he relies on his teammates to really do most of the work. He can be good for 1 or 2 in the clutch situations especially, but instead of opening up the map, it's normally like Zeus and Seas and Flamey. They're the headline acts on the T side. So these are the guys who need to be stepping up here. Flamey, as we said on the CT side, had an absolute shocker. So looking for a redemption here. So we're going to round number 20. Will be JDM towards long A with that AWP. Looking if they had that first pick. And look how many players are stacked. It's going to be 3 in long A for the CTs, and Zeus as he dare walk around this corner.
Flashbang ready to go. 3 players set up. That long A. Simple in danger. JDM needs to try and get the aggro, but the flash comes through. Nitro's got one traded, two. He does pick up Edward. He gets both as he transfers the spray over. That's big, because now they've got the one-man advantage on the Liquid side. Seized. He's going to try and make a case in the opposite direction. Spots up Hiko in the corner. They're going to go into the flames because they know he's blind, and a good play by Seized. Good recognition, but Bomb, it's in the tunnels right now. Intentionally left there, and Simple, he's just watching it. He's going to drop it down on the deck, and suddenly he can fall back with the flash. Guardian coming ever closer, but he's in a 1 versus 3. AWP, it is Guardian, it is up close, but he doesn't land the shot, and it's Simple. That puts Liquid on match and series point against Navi.
10 rounds in a row now for Navi to get in a row. Liquid just need to find one of them. What another amazing run there from Nitro. They had the crossfire, they anticipated the A play. They got the crossfire set up. He finds 3 kills. We go into round number 21. You can see the bite is not sensational for Navi. They've got 4, well, make it 3 AKs. The Tech 9 on Zeus. Guardian does have the AWP, but what a play that was. This is it, map.
Could very well
away.
But Navi, experienced, have to do this. Now or never. AWP for Guardian again. It's just the Tech 9 for Zeus. Boost up for Nitro on the corner as well at A. Simple at this point just has to watch long so he's not vulnerable and back exposed when they walk around the corner, and he'll focus at the bottom of the middle. And it's a split right now from Navi. 2 at the top of drop. The bomb down. Zeus and Edward still over at A, and Guardian right now swinging that AWP back over to the B site to see if he can find an opening elsewhere, because nothing has presented itself. And look at this little setup from JDM. Come to me, I have the op. If I miss, that's fine. Elige wants to just bait him in and leave his position to be the one that completely thwarts any opportunity for entry. 59 seconds. Navi, as always, trying to bleed out the CTs and get a read. They'll set for execution. Now the smokes comes in. Molotov does go on to Elige. He's got to get out of there. Sprays through it. Does get a kill him.
Wow.
Oh, even smarter. JDM, what a brilliant team play. He keeps him alive inside of that smoke, and now they've got a chance to try and capitalize on this because Elige does finally go down. But that's the transfer. That's the spray back for Navi to take the round. But Simple again. He might just steal it. Hiko's going to go down, and Guardian, he's got 2 kills with the AWP. Better now than never, and a reverse boost coming through. And it's going to be the low HP player, Simple, that they send, because he's got to come up with something surprising. He can't be aggressive with the HP as it is, and he'll need to play this off of Nitro. Zeus already looking at the doors. As soon as he fires a shot, considers this, but Tech 9 up close, 5 HP, flash through it, but now and never to go. They play it perfectly again. Simple with 1. Guardian, he has to clutch this all the way, and Nitro, he's getting closer and closer, and the HP 18 only, but Guardian does it. Navi's not done just yet.
1 versus 1, and it's a 4K from Guardian to keep the dream alive here. 10 scenes there. What a play it was. Gets Simple boosted up. The flashbang comes over. He gets the kill, and it's Nitro that throws the HE grenade on top of Guardian's feet as well. He has to hold his nerve at the back and chicken coop there. That could have been the moment right there. But like you said, Navi do manage to hold on here. We go into round number 22. There's no money available. Is this a force buy from the CTs? It actually is. So considering this lead, they actually want to go all in, and they're going to get in Desert Eagles and the Scouts. They probably would have been double eco anyway, so it's not a big deal, but still, it's going to be Navi now with 2 SMGs and the AWP of Guardian. You can feel Nitro wanted that so badly. That was the moment right there.
He had to show up at some point, Guardian. He keeps them alive with that round. Hiko trading 2, has Flamey and Edward as well. Nitro, the backstab! Zeus and Seeds go down. What a great time play from Nitro. And Hiko made it all possible by taking all the aggression. It's Guardian again that has to clutch. And he's gone to the AK to do so because he doesn't have the information or the angles to read. Spots up Hiko jumping back, who still has a pistol. He cannot play this. He cannot bait it out. Nitro, his presence known at long, and Guardian's aware of it. That's the chance to advance from elsewhere, but Nitro, man, oh man, what a round to pull this back. And Liquid are going to the semifinals.
Unbelievable. What a performance that was, especially on the first half. It's crazy. 13-2 on the terrorist side of Cobble. They completely locked down Navi there. They look non-existent. Their star players shut down. You can see it on their faces now. They know this is an embarrassment. They were supposed to win. They're supposed to be favorites in this tournament. Liquid, they make another semi-final, Matt. What a storyline.
And JDM last time, now with Liquid, was knocked out in the quarters against them for CLG. For him, you saw this giant jubilated cheer. He's obviously extremely thrilled, and another great accomplishment for North America and Team Liquid. Navi, again, Heartbreaking, but really didn't bring anything to the table on map 3.